Hello and welcome. Welcome to another Lunch with Lisa. I'm Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing and creator of Whole Being Healing, along with Mara Leon S. So today, I thought we would talk about your physical body. Is your body the expressed divine blueprint of who you are? Or is it reflecting the programmed distortions that you have learned? Who we are is souls. We are grand beings of light, angels in human form, pure, pristine, divine. And when we are expressing the truth of who we are, our bodies express that truth, meaning our bodies take on the form of who we are being. But when we're living in the programmed world, in the distorted world, and we have taken on the distorted programs of societal manipulation, our bodies reflect those distortions. We're told that our bodies are being attacked by diseases. Well, the disease is the programming. It's the false matrix distorted programming that our minds have been programmed with. Say, oh no, I haven't been programmed. We have all been programmed. All of humanity has been living in a program for a very long time. Divine law, universal laws are how the universe works. The ultimate king and queen of all of creation is Mother, Father, God, Source, universe itself. There is no ruler other than the universe, the rules of how the universe works. It's not about rules that you have to follow, pay attention, do what you're told. No, those are the false matrix rules. Those are the things that have been set up by the false kings and queens and leaders, the self-proclaimed leaders. And the entirety of all of society has been set up underneath this structure of false pretenses. And we have all been subject to these rules and laws that are fictional, they're false. And therefore, we then get a false sense of who we are. We're told that we have to follow the rules, that we have to fit in, we have to do as we're told, sit down, shut up, children are supposed to be seen, not heard. All of the rules that we have been forced in many ways to follow. And when we're following those rules are a distortion. They're there to keep us under control as a society. But we're not meant to be under control. We're meant to be free as souls. We were created by God, Source, universe, whatever word you want to put on that. And we were created to be free, to be one with all of creation, all of life itself, one with all of the organic universe. But here on planet Earth, we have been divided and conquered, separated from the earth, separated from each other. And those separations separate us from our divinity. They separate us from the truth of who we are. So when we're living as the who we are not, our bodies reflect the who we are not. Your body is the physical representation of you. It is representing who you think you are. You may think that you're X number of years old, and you may think that you are getting toward the end of life, you're aging, that you're not like you once were. You may think that, you're a specific, a religion, a specific gender. Now they've given you like, how many different genders have they invented now? All to keep us separated from the truth of who we are, separated from our divinity. And when we're expressing fear, doubt, guilt, worry, shame, those are distortions. And our bodies have to reflect those distortions. The distortions are the diseases. There is no such thing as the labels that they have created as diseases, the names. Doesn't matter what name you give it. As soon as you take on one of those labels, I have whatever label you want to call it, whatever they have prescribed for you, whatever they have diagnosed for you, agnosed, gnosis, knowing, agnosis, not knowing. If you have taken on a label of some disease, your body has to play out that story. Your body is your molecular expression. And you have the ability to reorganize your molecules on command. You can choose to reorganize your molecules. We all literally have the ability to shapeshift. But because we don't believe that, we don't experience it. We don't tune into that ability. We don't choose to activate that ability. And even when we choose to activate that ability, even when we become conscious that we have that ability, it still takes a while because there are layers and layers and layers of programming between us and our unlimited abilities as souls. We don't have density. We don't have the heaviness, the solidity, the unchangeableness that we perceive. We have been programmed to believe that we are on a linear timeline, that we're born, we learn to walk, we go to school, we get a degree, we get married, we get to have our job, we live our career until we're 65 years old, then we retire, and then we just kind of slowly fade away until we cease to exist in physical form. We cannot cease to exist altogether, but we can cease to exist in physical form. But there is absolutely no need to stop existing in physical form before you are ready to stop. The world we live in is really not a place that we want to endure for hundreds of years. But it's time to change that. We're not here to endure life. We're here to express the divinity, the divine perfection, the joy of living, the oneness with life itself. Look at how beautiful this planet is. We have mountains and lakes and streams and deserts and oceans and immense glory, beauty galore on this planet. Yet we're taught to use the planet as a garbage dump. We have huge corporations that are polluting it on purpose, destroying the environment on purpose for profit, literally killing life for profit, putting profit over life. This is a massive distortion. This is a massive injustice to our divinity. So when we have observed the reality around us and we're living in observation mode, we start expressing what we observe. And when we're expressing fear, doubt, anger, rage, resentment, our bodies cannot function at their divine blueprint. It's simply not possible. These are universal laws, molecular law. Your molecules are forming themselves in response to your consciousness, to how you are expressing yourself. How are you expressing yourself? Are you allowing fear, doubt, guilt, shame, blame, anger, rage, resentment to express themselves through your physical form? Or are you allowing your divinity to express itself? Your divine perfection, the glorious God-given blueprint of who you are, who you have been created to be as the grand being of light you are. Nothing can change the fact that you are a grand being of light. You can deny it, you can ignore it, you can say, "You're crazy, Lisa." But what if you are? What if we are all grand beings of light? What if we are simply caught in a trap of distortion on this planet? What if life on Earth can be joyful, glorious, peaceful, easy? What if we don't have to struggle to survive? What if we're not ever meant to survive life? What if we're meant to simply live life as the grand and glorious, unique beings we each are? What if we've been programmed into similitude? What if we have been programmed to be like everybody else? Follow the rules, do what you're told. What if it was never meant to be that way? What if right now is the turning point on the planet? And what if your body is here to help you? What if your body is not being attacked by some disease, but your body is reflecting who you are being, who you think you are, how you think your body is supposed to be. What if your body is being exactly as it is supposed to be right now? But no, it's in pain. It's doing this funny thing that it's not supposed to be doing this. But what if it is? What if you are supposed to be differently than you're being? What if you're designed to be differently than you're being? What if by tuning in to your own divinity, when you start trusting yourself, your body, your inner guidance, what if by living in alignment with the truth of who you are is all your body needs in order to rearrange its molecules for you automatically? What if the programming has caused a distrust between you and your body? What if you believe that your body is malfunctioning? What if that singular belief is keeping you stuck? What if you got rid of all of those beliefs? BELIE. You can be the lie of who you are not, or you can be the truth of who you are. Which one are you expressing? Your body is showing you which of those two options you are expressing. If your body is not functioning or not looking the way you wish it to look or function, your body is showing you that you are believing something that is not true for who you are, that you are overlooking your divine perfection, overlooking the power you hold to change things. We've been taught that doctor knows best, that pills are the answer, but this is programming, pure and simple. It's not true. Each one of us has the innate ability to be the master of our own molecules. Nobody else is the master of your molecules unless you allow them to be. If you give up your own agency, if you give up the authority that you have over your life, how you express yourself, if you believe others have authority, if you believe others have greater intelligence, you're believing a lie. You're believing the programming. So your body is the direct reflection of who you are being. It is your self-expression into physicalness. When you change your expression, when you start being differently, your body will start being differently as well. Your body will respond to who you are being. Are you ready to recognize your divinity? Are you ready to recognize the power that you have? Are you ready to become master of your own molecules? It is absolutely possible, unless you don't believe that it's possible, in which case it will not be possible for you. It is possible for all of us. What do you say? Are you ready to become master of your own molecules? Are you ready to express your divinity rather than the programmed distortions? It's time for us all to wake ourselves up to realize that we have been programmed to live lives of distortion, to live lives of suffering, of pain, not of freedom, ease, and joy. There are huge profits being made from our suffering. War, pills, massive, massive profits. And it's not going to change by us continuing to participate in these distortions. Your body is here to help you lead the way back to the truth of who you are so that you can express your divinity. You can express your divine intelligence. You can express your innate brilliance. As a grand being of light, you are naturally brilliant, naturally radiant, naturally joyful. Unless you're living the lie, unless you're living, expressing the distortions. So, what is your body expressing? Is it expressing the truth of who you are, or is it expressing the programmed distortions? If you would like some help clearing the distortions, whole being healing might be your next step. Mara and I have created this incredibly powerful, simple, beautiful pathway to help you remember the truth of who you are so that you can clear the distortions. You can start to see clearly how you have been programmed, why you have been programmed, and how to step away and reclaim your power from the programming. So go to wholebeinghealing.life to find out more. You can check out the show notes. The link will be there. And you can also find out other things from the links in the show notes. You can find out how to purchase my book, The Simplicity of Self-Healing, which has been on the bestseller list since it came out, basically. And it's a great read. It's a great way to start shifting your consciousness about your body and about the power that you have. So if whole being healing is a match for you, we would love to have you join us for our next round, which will start in early 2026. We're in our final round of 2025 right now, and people are experiencing incredible transformation. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. So until next time, express your divinity because you can. Bye for now.